15 seconds of mayhem on Gold Coast. FBI affidavit lifts curtains on FBG Duck's murder case.
Ooh,
they telling it all, right? At first, they was just telling y'all a little shit. They telling it all now, but check this out. It said, and this came from today, January the 28th, 2022, at 5:06 this afternoon. I was actually doing my interview with Big D the Mogul from Dallas. Shout out Big D. In the building. I was when this was dropped. So God gonna move. It said the documents lay out key evidence that led to last year indictments against 5 alleged Oblock street gang members, now accused in the blazing killing. It also points to the so-called diss track, which have fueled street violence. So dead bitches got them net press, huh? Dead bitches, that song had them dead press. Cause them people that shot my son was a family member of them people. So it was personal to them. You know what I'm saying? It says, it has a picture of me holding up Duck's plaque. And it said, the broad daylight cold. Listen to this, y'all. I don't want y'all to miss a beat, okay? Listen. The broad daylight Gold Coast murder of rapper FBG Duck in August 2020 involved 4 masked shooters who left 38 bullet cases behind following an attack that lasted all of 15 seconds.
Wow.
According to the newly unsealed federal court records. Okay. Listen to this.
Oh, we listen.
King Russ, thank you. I got it. Much of what happened that day, listen to this, y'all. Much of what happened that day at the murder scene on Oak Street and everywhere else as the gunmen neared. Y'all hear?
Y'all listen to this.
They got the recording of them pulling up on Duck. Listen. Was captured on video. According to the 45-page document, which includes an FBI affidavit, it lays out key evidence that led to last year's indictment against 4 alleged Oblock street gang members, now accused of the blazing killing. It says world's dumbest. It says investigators towed a car used in the shooting one day after it happened. Burn the car, at least that would have stalled it a little bit. You burnt it, but y'all let it get towed. Thank you. A day later searched it and found evidence that implicated Charles C. Merchants. The document also points out the so-called diss track. The song posted online with street gang members disrespect rival fueling violence on the street. Stop dissing the dead, y'all. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Stop doing it. It said the document, a search warrant application originally filed October the 1st, was unsealed earlier this month. It sought a judge's permission to examine phone data associated with logins as well as Marcus Smart and to Carlos offer. All 3 would be charged in the indictment filed September the 30th, which also named Kenneth Robinson and Christopher C. Thang Thomas as a defendant. The indictment was unsealed October the 13th. That's when they arrested. FBG Duck, whose real name was Carlton Weekly, is identified in the document as the member of the STL EBT or Tuckerville fraction of the Gangster Disciples, which said he feud with Oblock, a fraction of the Black Disciples. It say Weekly was killed at 4:26 on August 24th, 2020, according to the document. Listen to this, y'all. 16 minutes earlier. 16 minutes earlier.
Listen to this.
On O Street, it said Weekly got out of the car driven by his girlfriend and stood in a line outside. He never went live. If he would have went live while he was standing in that live, don't y'all think that the last video of FBG Duck before he was killed would be surfacing somewhere? If he went live, false information. He never was live streaming like the mayor said he was doing. Okay, check this out. It says 16 minutes earlier on O Street, it said Weekly got out the car, driven by his girlfriend, stood in line outside. Weekly mother has said he was shopping for a present for his son. Around the time surveillance, listen to this, surveillance footage shows Logan, Smart, and others running down a stairway at Parkway at 63rd King Drive, according to the affidavit. It says Smart and another person got into the Ford Fusion owned by Offer. The FBI believed Logan's got into the Chrysler 6300 with the others. Okay?
C-Thing car, I think.
Okay? From there, investigators were able to trace the vehicle's path from Parkway Gardens to the scene of the murder using surveillance and police POD cameras. Around the time Weekly got out of the car on O Street, the feds say the Ford Fusion and the Chrysler were seen traveling in the same direction in the 6200 block of South Whitworth. Just 5 seconds apart, the vehicles were spotted on camera in at least 7 additional locations. Baby! So when the feds come get you, it's a wrap. Rico! Bye-bye! You will never see the motherfucking streets again. Never! But I guess y'all cool with that because Lone's Duck dead. You don't give a fuck if you got to stay in jail for the rest of your life. That nigga dead. Stupid. Stupid. Okay, listen to this. It says the document then lays out what happened at 4:26 p.m. in the first block of East O Street. The Ford, the Fusion, and the Chrysler stopped just in front of the dark-colored sedan that had been driven by Weekly's girlfriend. The two people jumped out of the passenger side of the Fusion and opened fire at Weekly, who ducked with another person behind his girlfriend's car. He ducked. Like when they got out, he seen him. He got low, as anyone would. Two people then also got out the passenger side of the Chrysler. One, the front passengers opened fire on Weekly's girlfriend while the other fired at Weekly. So y'all gonna, Lord, how many, because she was letting that bitch ride. For the record, Duck never shot a gun, okay? Duck ain't never shot a gun. He never shot at them, okay? So when the gun got jammed, it got jammed on her. He never shot it, okay? It says the shooters then got back into the Fusion and Chrysler and fled, according to the affidavit. It said Weekly girlfriend was shot twice in the left wrist. The person who ducked behind the car with Weekly was shot 3 times and was left in critical condition. That's supposed to be Muwap's cousin Day, right? So he gonna do a hit while his cousin right there. What type of shit that? Duck never shot all that shit y'all hearing about. Duck shot him and he shot Duck. It never happened. Okay? So stop believing them stupid ass blogs that just be trying to come up off y'all motherfucking ass with that false ass news. Weekly died shortly after the shooting, the Fed said, but it is unclear how many times he was shot. The FBI special agent who authored the affidavit wrote that Weekly was shot approximately 21 times in 15 seconds. But the agent also cited the Cook County Medical Examiner report that said he was shot 16 times. 38 cartridges cases were found at the scene, including one .357 caliber case. Meanwhile, the Chrysler was then spotted on police cameras in 8 additional locations before a surveillance video showed it returning back to Parkway at 4:56.
Everywhere you go,
and y'all want to get mad at Boss Top? He was happy. He ain't tell them nothing. They dumbass did that shit themselves. They was gonna get caught. You can't be mad at him.
Crazy.
Cause he said, "Man, nobody say nothing bad about T-Boy. You can't be mad."
Yo, she funny.
It's saying,
yo.
wait a minute. After the video returned back to Parkway at 4:56, the video shows Loggins getting out of the passenger seat, according to the affidavit. The day after Weekly's killing, Chicago police found the Chrysler in the 200 West block of Granderson and Berwyn and told it, the document said, when it was searched August 13th. Investigators also found a handwritten note that appeared to list Loggins' Facebook and Instagram account, as well as phone numbers for Loggins' baby mama, which the FBI took to means baby mama, BM. The FBI agent worked. The investigators also found a spent .357 cartridge casing between the Chrysler windshield of the hood. An examination of the case and the one found at the scene of Weekly murder showed that they were consistent with being fired from the same fire.
That's crazy. I'd rather watch Mama Doug than Dirty Jackson.
Look, it's like the FBI agent. Okay, police have previously said Weekly's shooting might have been motivated by derogatory statements toward deceased members of the Black Disciples made by Weekly on social media. The FBI affidavit points that multiple online videos, including a July 2020 video rap in which Weekly performed as FBG Duck, said it wasn't going to diss the dead and okay, I did it, Weekly said. Then agents were Weekly mentioned in a degrading matter, 9 names, alias, and other monikers of deceased individuals, and all believe that the Black Disciples among them was O.D. Perry, who was shot and killed in 2021 at the age of 20, is also nicknamed, is the namesake for Oblock, according to the affidavit.
Not 21.
Are you replacing my pen?
Because they said the same thing.
What?
They said?
It's already up there. It's pinned already. There it go right there. Don't take it down.
Trying to get that money. Mess with her cash out.
Okay.
Time.
Now listen, y'all. It say Perry killing has sparked a series of retaliatory shootings, including the 2000 murder of Jakira Burns, who police said was a female gang assassin from the Chicago Disciples function in the neighborhood. In a separate video posted the day after Weekly murder, Devon Bennett, the rapper also known as King Von, could be seen rapping Oblock OTF 300 Bigs. Just check the stats, nigga. Said that he be throwing shots. I bet he catch them back, according to the affidavit, which said Bennett wore an Oblock medallion in the video.
They asked you what's your cash out. Tell me that
It's
it's pinned.
pinned. Cash out is pinned. Investigators took the verse as a reference to negatively precision repercussions. Uh-huh. I took phonics too, y'all, okay? The negative repercussions coming to Weekly as a result of Weekly's disrespect. In another video, Feds noted that Weekly had talked about being childhood friends with Shondell Tucker Gregory, who was shot and killed in 2011 at the age of 15. That's why I go crazy when a motherfucker mention his name. You feel me? Because the motherfuckers don't know like that. Motherfuckers don't even know him like that. That shit bigger than what them niggas saying in their songs. You feel me? That's what Duck said. Loggins 30 has a history of violent encounters with the police near Parkway Gardens. He was arrested in July 2019 for shoving a Chicago police officer near 64th and Martin Luther King Drive. Officers have responded to a call for a person with a gun with a crowd formed, and Loggins refused to leave, according to police report. He pleaded guilty to resisting arrest and was sentenced to a year in prison. In October 2009, officers working in a drug investigation said they saw Loggins fire at a group of men. Loggins is the opposite.
Hold on. They say you gotta let them know to click on your name, and then they gonna see your cash out.
Right, click on the name.
Click on your name that's in the pen saying.
Right, y'all gotta click on my name.
That's pinned.
That's pinned up there. And then y'all let's see $sign Lashina Week. $sign Lashina Week. Okay, that's it. Okay. Okay, it's saying October, blah, blah, blah. He pleaded guilty to, wait a minute. The man in 630 King Drive, the officers ordered him to drop his gun, but he pointed it at them, and they shot him in the leg. Damn, he pointed a gun at the police. Oh, he's savage, ain't he? See, murder. Yeah, he's savage. It's he pointed it at his leg, according to police, but he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault on an officer with a firearm and was sentenced to 18 months in prison. Loggins co-defendant Robinson, 28, is separately charged in the Cook County Criminals Court with the June 30th fatal shooting of Lorenzo Moore in Dalton. At the time of that killing, Robinson was free on bail on the Cook County gun possession charge.
What is all they got to do with it?
So, that was it, y'all. So, what y'all think? I'm going to break this I'm going to summarize this in case y'all just getting on here. And they got the video of them getting the call. They got the video of them leaving Parkway. Both of the cars, they saw who got in the car. This is what I'm saying, this surveillance. Y'all think y'all getting away with shit. These cameras really do work. They work. Okay? So when you think don't nobody see y'all, they watching.
And that's
so
a fact.
They got video of them getting in the car.
Facts.
They got video of them going downtown. They got video of them pulling up on Duck, hopping out the car. They got videos of them fleeing. They got evidence for one of the cars that was left in the suburbs. Then they got the other car. The dummy took the motherfucker back to the fucking dealership out
40 minutes later to an hour later, right after the shooting.
Them babies need to ask themselves, was it really worth it? Because for me, the risk don't be worth the fucking reward, if you ask me.